First degree heart block. First of all, first degree heart block is not a block. It is a delay, and that's all that it is. It's a delay at the AV node. So typically what happens is you have conduction from the SA node in the atrium down to the AV node. And what happens is there's a normal slowing of that conduction in the AV node. This allows the ventricles to fill just before they contract. So normally we'd like to see this delay. However, if the delay is prolonged, this could be a cause for concern. So at what portion of the heart rhythm does this happen? It happens at the PR segment, okay? So normally, the P wave, like we talked about before, that's your atrial contraction, right? The PR segment is when we have this slowing of conduction through the AV node. And then the QRS is when the ventricle is contracting. So this happens in between atrial and ventricular contractions. If the delay is longer than 0.2 seconds, that is what's considered a first degree heart block. And how can we tell that? Well, you have to do a printout. In fact, you can't even tell the difference between normal sinus rhythm and first degree heart block until you actually do a printout. Now, what do we measure? We measure the PR interval. And the PR interval, does that include the P wave or not? It does, because remember, the PR interval, an interval includes both a wave and a segment. Okay, so you're gonna measure from the beginning of the P wave to the R wave. And if it's longer than 0.2 seconds, you have yourself a first degree heart block. Normal being 0.12 to 0.2 seconds. So if it's longer than that, longer than 0.2 seconds, first degree heart block. How many small boxes on your EKG strip is equivalent to 0.2 seconds? 5. How many large boxes are equivalent to 0.2 seconds? 1. Okay, so are we concerned? Maybe, we don't know. Let's compare your 20-year-old athlete to your 45-year-old. That'd be me. So you're a 20-year-old athlete. Normally, as you know, athletes, our hearts beat slower, the respiratory rate is slower, everything is much more efficient. To see them in first degree heart block is probably normal for them. So it's benign. Okay, now conversely, you take me, your 45-year-old patient, this could be the start of a cardiac history. I've never been in first degree heart block before, at least not that I know of. Now, if I come to the hospital and I'm in first degree heart block, this could be an underlying MI, right? So myocardial infarction. So you want to do a 12 lead. So the history is going to tell you a lot, and so is the 12 lead EKG. So what's the danger in first degree heart block? In and of itself, there is no danger. However, the danger becomes, does this progress to a higher degree block? And the higher degree blocks are going to be the most dangerous being third degree.